And for the many countries that are joining us just for the main event of the evening, we welcome you. For the countries that have been with us throughout the evening, this is our main event of the evening. It's a light heavyweight battle at 170 pounds as Felix Tito Trinidad takes on Roy Jones Jr. Trinidad, a five-time world champion with a stunning career knockout ratio of 80%, has won titles in the welterweight, junior middleweight, and middleweight classes. He also holds the distinction of having defeated 3 Olympic Games gold medalists in Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker, the Golden Boy Oscar De La Hoya, and David Reed. Jones is an 8-time world champion, winning belts in the middleweight, super middleweight, light heavyweight, and heavyweight division, and became the first middleweight champion to win the world heavyweight crown in over 100 years when he defeated, of course, John Ruiz in Las Vegas. So this is what it's all about tonight, the continuation of the careers of two sure-to-be Hall of Fame fighters in Felix Tito Trinidad and Roy Jones Jr. Let's go to the weigh-in footage.
Quiet, please. 169 pounds and 1/2.
I don't know if you can hear that clearly. 169.5 did Roy Jones Jr. scale it at. And Tito Trinidad right on the money at 170, which is the contract weight. What are those gang signs, Dave Von Dempo?
A little signal between them.
Here comes Roy Jones Jr. making his way in. Roy Jones had one fight last year. He beat Anthony Henshaw in Biloxi, Mississippi to win the IBC title. Prior to that, he won the NABO title in a 12-rounder against Prince Jammu. That's Prince Badi Jammu. And prior to that, he had the loss to Antonio Tarver, Len Johnson, and Tarver, 3 in a row. Many people thought the career was over, but not Roy Jones Jr. Here he is. Roy Jones. What a career he's had. From 93 to 2004, Jones was easily regarded by most as the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. 94, he was Ring Magazine's Fight of the Year. He was voted the Fight of the Decade in the 90s by the prestigious Boxing Writers Association. So Roy Jones Jr., terrific fighter. He's a big favorite in this fight too tonight because nobody really knows what to make of Tito Trinidad. Tito's last time out was a disappointing effort against Ronald Winky Wright in 2005. Tito won the IBF title back in June of 1993. When he defeated Maurice Blocker. Continued with victories over Anthony Stevens, Hector Camacho, Yuri Boy Campos, Oba Carr, Robert Turner, Larry Barnes. And his career continued on all the way up until the time when he was stopped by Bernard Hopkins. But that was back in 2001. He came back to defeat Hassan Sharifi in 2002. Came out of retirement in 2004 to beat Ricardo Mayorga. Continued into 2005 when he lost that tough fight against Ronald Winky Wright. But he didn't look good at all in that fight. But here he is, 2.5 years later, making yet another comeback. He says he'd like a rematch with Hopkins or Wright, or the big payday would be against Joe Calzaghe. Everybody suddenly seems to want to go to Wales to fight Calzaghe. We're all set for a main event of the evening. Here comes Michael Buffer for the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would everyone please remain standing?
for two anthems. First, here to sing the anthem, Puerto Rico. Please welcome recording star Abraham Valesquez.
La tierra de origen donde he nacido yo es un jardín florido de mágico primor, un cielo siempre nítido le sirve de dosel y dan arrullos plácidos las olas a sus pies. Cuando a sus playas llegó Colón, exclamó lleno de admiración. Oh, oh, esta es la linda tierra que busco yo. Es por Inten, la hija del mar y el sol, 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 del mar y el sol. Dios bendiga Puerto Rico.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthem of the United States, being performed by the co-star of High School Musical 1 and 2, recording artist Corbin Blue.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a special shout out and round of applause for the veterans from Iraq and National Army Hospital in Germany, the U.S. Army Sergeant First Class Lorna Longest, Staff Sergeant Cypress Phipps, Sergeant Cynthia Vasquez, and Sergeant Michael Warford. Our ladies and men in service, let's give them a round of applause. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Madison Square Garden, New York City, USA, DKP Don King Productions is proud to present the main event of the evening. Bring on the Titans. 12 rounds of boxing in the light heavyweight division. Sponsored by Ciroc Vodka, Papa John's Pizza, Down South Boxing, and Coleman for the Cure, the fight to KO cancer. Brought to you in association with Madison Square Garden, HBO pay-per-view, and Square Ring, sanctioned by the New York State Athletic Commission, Chairman Ron Scott Stevens, Commissioners Mark Kornstein and Melvina Lathan. This contest is dedicated to the USO and the men and women of the police, fire, and emergency services, and to those men and women now serving in harm's way as members of the armed forces of the United States of America. At ringside, the 3 judges scoring this bout. From New Jersey, Tommy Kazmarek. From New York, Julie Letterman. And from Puerto Rico, Nelson Vasquez. And inside the ring, your referee in charge of the action from New York, Arthur Mercanti. And now, for the thousands in attendance here at Madison Square Garden and the millions watching around the world, bring on the Titans. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing gray and red, official weight 169 1/2 pounds. This Olympic silver medalist and future Hall of Fame fighter has a professional record consisting of 51 victories, including 38 knockouts, 4 defeats, and he has captured 8 world title belts. From Pensacola, Florida, former middleweight world champion, former super middleweight world champion, former light heavyweight world champion, and former heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. And fighting out of the red corner, wearing blue with red, official weight 170 pounds. His place in the Hall of Fame is assured with 5 world championship belts. His professional record stands at 42 victories, including 35 knockouts and only 2 defeats. He's the former welterweight world champion, former super welterweight world champion, and former middleweight champion of the world, de Cubato, Puerto Rico, Felix, Tito, Trinidad.
received the rules earlier tonight. Let's go toe-to-toe. Good luck. Touch gloves.
All right, so we're set to go. We take a look at the tail of the tape. The height's exactly the same as is the reach. Tito Trinidad is 4 years younger, and there's a half pound between them in weight. So there's not a lot except the age difference between these two guys. Jones, as you know, 8-time world champ. Here's the rules. No standing 8 count. 3 knockdown rule is in effect. The fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round, and the referee or the doctor can stop the fight. Tito Trinidad and the dark blue kind of short shorts. We haven't seen those in boxing in a while. And Roy Jones Jr. in his gray and red. So both guys start out in the first few seconds kind of cautious, and now Trinidad goes after him with the right hand. Tito's been out of action for 2.5 years. Roy Jones Jr. fought in 2007 in July. He beat Anthony Henshaw in Biloxi, Mississippi over the course of 12 rounds. Tito did not look good his last time out, but styles make fights, and he didn't measure up with Mickey Wright. Mickey with his great defensive skills and plenty of offense in each round and beat Tito in every round. A lot at stake for both men in this fight, in spite of the fact that Roy Jones Jr. is now 39 years of age. He wants one more big payday and feels like a world title shot is in line against Joe Calzaghe, which would be a big money fight. He, by the way, is a big favorite, the betting favorite. The crowd favorite is Tito Trinidad because there's a predominantly Puerto Rican crowd here at Madison Square Garden in New York for this fight. And the Colonel Bob Sheridan, glad that you're going to be with myself and Dave. Dave's struggling with a tough throat tonight, so we'll bring him in occasionally for his expert comments on the fight. Tito has been more offensive-minded than has Roy Jones. Roy looking to land something big. Not too much offense so far. That one taken in the gloves of Tito. Minute 15 seconds to go in the first round. But both guys open a little bit on the cautious side here. Jones hanging that left hand down. He wants to counter Tito Trinidad. 2 hard body shots by Tito. And of course, Tito's strength throughout the course of his prime of his career was his left hand. Looping right hand shot upstairs, but Roy Jones Jr. hasn't done anything in his first round. Third man in the ring, Arthur Mercanti Jr. He likes to be called Arthur Mercanti now. Some hard shots by Roy Jones. Tito gobbles him up and goes back downstairs with the left hand.
Watch your heads.
20 seconds to go in the round. Roy only threw those 2 power punches. Other than that, he hasn't done much in this first round. Tito forcing the fight. Closing seconds now in the first round. Tito with the uppercut. Roy misses with the left hand. Boy, it looks like he's got a lot of power in the shot, but Tito's landing the shot. And there's the bell ending round number 1. Roy did a little hot dogging at the end of the round, and Tito didn't like it.
You want ice on that bicep now?
See what you want to see that round? Huh? Okay. Okay, let's go to work, baby.
Paul Ferguson has been with Roy Jones since the get-go.
All right. Put a little
Dr.
Vaseline
Richard Lucy,
on his face.
Duffy Smith,
Change it.
and his Tito with his dad,
no se nos puede ir a nosotros. Este round fue tuyo.
Orlando Pinero,
Este round fue tuyo.
Carlos Lopez.
No te sobreconfíes, Tito. No te sobreconfíes. Bien vivo, Tito. Bien vivo, Tito.
Aquí le dolió. ¿Ah?
Very relaxed as Roy. And look at this right hand. Boom, that one gets through, but it partially blocked by the glove of Tito Trinidad. And watch the left hand right here, right up underneath the liver. Good shot by Roy. Again, Roy, because of his, a guy that once fought for the heavyweight championship, and not only once fought for it, won the heavyweight championship at around 200 pounds, trained down to 170. As a matter of fact, 169.5. And when they asked him to get down to 68 to fight Calzaghe, he says, "What's another half pound?" But in reality, in his career, many people think that the reason he lost his fights to Antonio Tarver and Glenn Johnson was the fact that it was too severe on his body to come down so fast. Even though he won the first Antonio Tarver fight by a majority decision, but coming down was just too damaging to his body. Here's Tito Trinidad landing shots. Jones able to gobble him up. Trinidad, don't forget, fighting at 170 pounds for the first time in his career. He's never fought higher than 160.
Tito, keep him up.
He fought Winky Wright at 160 and also C. Sharifi. But he was going up then. Tito's been the busier of the two fighters, but some of the heavier blows have been landed by Roy Jones. Two jabs taken on the forehead of Jones. Jones just paused with a left uppercut. Hard body shot by Roy. No effect taken on Tito. And he comes right back with his tough left hook of his own. One thing I don't notice any ring rust to Tito Trinidad here in the early going. Looks like his timing is all there. Jones appears to be pacing himself more than is Tito Trinidad. At least Tito is forcing the fight more. Hard body shot again by both men. Left hooks. Tito just outside the outstretched punches of Roy Jones. One of those got through a light left hook inside. Jones covers up, digs hard to the body. So Jones wants to punish Tito early with hard body shots, and Tito is actually scoring more shots. 30 seconds ago in the second round. Tito to this point is outboxing Roy Jones. Jones at some stage is going to want to load up a right hand, and he finally does. Almost simultaneously. He must have been thinking about it when I said it. Bounced the head back at Tito, but no damage done. And now it opens up, and look at the way the crowd reacts. That ends the second round. Good action for the last 15 seconds. But that's a Trinidad round.
Vuelve, sí.
Well, I must say after two rounds that styles make fights. You hear that all the time, but the Winky Wright style just didn't measure up with Tito Trinidad at all. Trinidad looks a lot better against Roy Jones. Roy Jones is 39 years of age, but still has considerable power.
You getting them singles and
ran down.
I know it. You don't like them. You don't like them. I like you to move around him a little bit when you do it, though. When you do it, move around and chop him again. Don't let him sit. Hey, Merck.
Alton Murchison, the longtime coach of Roy Jones Jr., giving the instructions. Here we go, round number 3 from Madison Square Garden in New York. Tito Trinidad. Felix Trinidad in the blue trunks, the shorter trunks with the red trim. And in the gray, they look silver on your screen, but they're gray and red, Roy Jones Jr. This is round 3. You're watching King Vision. I'm the Colonel Bob Schroeder. With me is Dave Bontempo, who's struggling with a very bad throat tonight, and we'll get a comment from time to time if we can. We appreciate him being here. And Tito Trinidad takes one off the chops that time. Now Roy gets a little bit busier in this third round of the fight. Blocks those shots by Trinidad, lands a left hook of his own. Jones hanging the left, now he gets it back up. They're showing some considerable quickness still in the hands. Short with those jabs, nothing there. Tito has the positioning exactly right. A little feint by Roy, and then he attacks with the right hand lead. Tito's a guy that seems to be dictating the fight as Roy backs off, and then he plants and goes after him when he chooses. Trinidad not landing as freely here in the third round as he did in 1 and 2. And that's because Jones got a little bit busier, throwing his jabs out to keep him off. Nice counter punches by Roy Jones that time. Landed a couple of them. Tito down at that liver of Roy Jones. Roy with a right hand lead again. That's been successful for him. Tito loads up the right hand and it's blocked. Jones having his best round of the first 3 rounds of the fight. As I say that, Tito clips him. Body shots. Roy misses with the uppercut. Roy said, go ahead and hit me all you want down there. Roy Jones hot-dogging a little bit, and that's going to make Tito furious. These guys are actually pretty good friends outside the ring. They did a lot of promotion leading up to this fight, but there's no love lost once you have that bell sound to start the fight. Jones more or less taunting Trinidad, trying to indicate to him that his shots downstairs don't hurt him at all. 5 seconds to go. At the bell, both guys landed punches. I think that was Jones's round.
Now you're in the flow, baby. Now you're in the flow. That's what I want right there. That's the way I like to see it. You got him what we wanted now. That's what I want. We're drawing the picture now. I want you to draw, okay? Okay?
Who round that was?
That's third. Hey. Two side steps in the corner, though. Just stay in one place, though. Just 2 side steps. Get them angles on it. Okay?
39 years old. He's not huffing and puffing too much, is he?
Okay, as long as you can do it, I ain't gonna mess with you. You can see that corner.
I'm an entertainer.
Yeah. Hey,
Can I just slip it?
it's your show then. It's your show. Okay?
And I mentioned some counter punching that Roy Jones did. Watch this on the ropes now. He's back there. Boom. As Tito comes in. Nice shot. All right, here we go. Round number 4, Madison Square Garden. Roy Jones picked up the pace in round 3, and they thought he won round 3. So just the point separating the two as we're in the 4th round now at Madison Square Garden in New York City. Little Bob Sheridan here with the Dave Von Tempo. And the entire staff of Belmonte Productions and King Vision. Glad that you can be with us wherever you're watching around the world. Tito Trinidad continues to come forward as Jones backs off. Jones loves to back off and set traps. Dave Von Tempo just handed me a note that Roy Jones Jr., the first boxer in history to go an entire round in the history of boxing without being hit with one punch, and that was against Vinny Pazienza in that fight. So he's got some significant defensive tactics out there. But Trinidad trying to put the pressure on him. Roy seems like he's got a different confidence than he had in the first round. Kind of pot shotting, wild shots coming from the hip with his left hand, overhand rights. Making smiling gestures at Trinidad. You saw in the last round where he was really hot-dogging it in the corner. Almost a pushing jab that time by Tito. He's going to hook a little bit more that time. Jones's punches do look hard. Roy Jones seems to want to hot-dog it with Tito Trinidad. Every time he gets hit, he makes a gesture like almost making a fool out of Tito. Tito's not going to like that. No professional fighter likes to be made little of. Now Jones smiling at Tito Trinidad. A little psych to this game, too. Right hand lead by Roy. Roy very confident right now. Tito trying to work the body of Roy Jones Jr. And Roy at one stage in the last round just said, go ahead, keep hitting me down there. It doesn't bother me at all. Tito. Closer round than the last round, but I think Jones is winning this round as well with 21 seconds to go. Tito works downstairs. Jones stalking him with the right hand leads. 5 seconds to go in this fourth round. And there's the bell. Arthur McCanty jumps in there to stop them from continuing. So I got it even after 4.
Cuando tenga frente, camínalo, no deje que entre, ¿está bien? Y cuando vaya para atrás, pues lo mantiene a distancia. Todo el tiempo lo va a mantener a distancia. Cuando él quiere entrar, tú te mueves y le das con el jab. Cuando él vaya para atrás, tú lo buscas y le das con el jab. Todo el tiempo manténlo a distancia, ¿está bien? Sube la mano izquierda porque la derecha te llegó algunas veces, ¿está bien?
A lot of confidence right there. Notice for the 39-year-old fighter, he's not huffing and puffing too much at all.
Deep breath. Okay, let's go. Look out, big guy.
All right, here we go to round number 5. Roy Jones has got that swagger back from his best days. It seems like he likes fighting in this weight classification. It seems all right for him tonight, but he's against a guy that's had a 2.5-year layoff. So Tito Trinidad now is going to start turning things back in his favor as he lands a hard body shot there. Gets a jab through that time. Jones is right now filled with confidence. He's not breathing heavily. And we know that he's going to be considered the heavy puncher of the two. The chance go up for Tito, and that only inspires Roy Jones Jr. Jones doing a nice job defensively, too, as he's done throughout his career. He's able to get those hands up and block shots. Here he is pot-shotting. And here's the Roy fans chanting, Roy, 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 right back. So there are quite a few Roy Jones Jr. fans here, too.
Tito, keep him up.
And now Roy Jones complains about the low blow.
He got you on the side. Got you here. You're all right. Shake it off. Come on.
Jones continues to hot dog it, and Arthur McCanty doing the best he can to tell Jones that, you know, you're all right. Now Jones got a different look on his face, one of cold determination right now. That was a borderline shot at best. Before he was egging Tito on to hit him in that area, and he got hit right in the middle, kind of in the solar plex area, but mid on the low side. And he walked away, but then hot dogged it at the end of that respite. Jones wants to really show off in the ring tonight. He's done it from time to time in his career, and he wants to be the showman. So far he is. It's frustrating Tito Trinidad, I believe. Tito, meanwhile, the look on his face is one of determination, but a little bit more concerned. Jones is like at a, I don't want to say a sparring session, but he's like he's at a tea party, enjoying every moment of this. This, by the way, with 30 seconds to go, is a difficult round to score. Remember, Roy Jones said that he knocked this guy out in the 4th round, and of course that's by the books, as we're almost at the end of the 5th round. All right, the bell ends the 5th round, and I thought that Trinidad won that round, but that's a close round.
Vamos adelante, bien adelante. Vamos a caminar con calma, tranquilo.
Watch the right hands by Roy Jones. He's been getting a lot of mileage out of these right-hand leads. That one wasn't a right-hand lead. That one was set up by the jab, but there's the right-hand lead. been successful for him tonight on several, well, all of these that you watch.
Yeah.
Roy did a lot of hot dogging in that last round, and it might have cost him the round, at least on my score sheet.
Stuff off. He's trailing a little bit. Okay, give me a couple deep breaths. What round we going in? Six. Okay. All right.
Good. All right, second job. Come on, everything's good.
All right, here we go for round number 6. You know, if Hopkins beats Joe Calzaghe, it could be kind of ironic that Jones would possibly have to go after Hopkins. And it was the other way around for many, many years. Now, it's just one of the ramifications of this fight. Of course, Roy Jones has got to beat Trinidad. And right now, I've got Trinidad out in front by a point, in spite of the fact it looks like, you know, Jones can control this, but he kind of hot dogs his way out of that last round, I believe. You know, the judges may be split in that last round, but we'll see how it goes. Nonetheless, we're in round number 6. It's past the area where Jones said he'd knock out Trinidad. Trinidad also vowed he'd knock out Roy Jones Jr. Roy with that sneaky right-hand lead, but nobody home that time. That's the first time he's thrown it and really committed to the right hand that Tito was able to avoid it. Tito goes back upstairs. He lets Roy out of the corner. Lets Roy come to him. Tito's thrown a lot more body shots. It hasn't seemed to slow Jones down at all at this stage. Jones still supremely confident in his eyes. Lunges with the left hand. No real damage done with that at all. That right hand has been the best weapon so far for Jones tonight. But thus far, he's been bouncing the head back. He really hasn't sat down with the right hand and really labeled this guy with a right hand power shot. Tito hasn't chosen to fight on the inside whatsoever. He works from out here. Wants to box with Jones. Thinks he's a better boxer. In spite of the fact that he's been off for 2.5 years, he's done a lot of training. Jones caught him with a good right hand that time and another right hand. A little over a minute to go in the 6th round. Tito sets him up with the elbow, and right on top of it is Arthur Mercanti.
Keep him up, Tito.
Well, there's 3 pretty good left hooks in a row by Tito Trinidad and another left hook. But he hasn't shifted Jones with any of his shots. Meaning Jones doesn't have any respect for Tito's power. He just leans his chin out and shakes his head. Now Roy sits down in his punches and hits Tito hard. Caught Tito with a left hook that time. It's another one of these rounds where I suspect that Tito Trinidad has landed more punches, but Roy has landed some harder punches, and that's going to be subjective as how the judges score this round. I'm going to have to give this round to Roy Jones. But that's a question mark round.
Más vivo, ¿está bien? Estamos ganando la pelea.
Unofficially, I got a dead even after 6 rounds, 57-57. Tito winning 1, 2, and 5, and Roy 3, 4 in that 6th round.
No podemos coger esos golpes. ¿Está bien?
But again, I put a question mark next to the 6th round because it depends on how the judges determine whether the accumulation of punches of Tito are more valuable than the 4 or 5 hard blows that Roy Jones actually landed.
Move back and make him come to you, and maybe you can
I think that the damage doled out by Jones is more significant than what Trinidad did.
I got you.
And watch the antics at the end of the round. I don't know what the heck that was. All right, here we go. Round number 7. Roy Jones facing you to the right of your screen. Felix Tito Trinidad to the left of your screen in the dead even fight. And this is almost exactly as billed. A very interesting fight. As as close as it is and as close as the rounds have been. Roy Jones has been successful with the pot shots with the right hand. Tito Trinidad pretty much has been working the body at Jones, but it's not taking any toll on Jones. Jones superbly and supremely confident in this fight. At times has taunted Tito Trinidad, making a mockery of him. Jones loads up the left hook and then whistles at Tito. This guy's really taunting Trinidad, making it like the whole thing is a joke. Tito answers with shots downstairs. Roy's shots just look so much heavy when he lands it. Caught Tito. Oh! He caught Tito with the right hand, and it was one of those delayed shots. And Tito's down. The count's up to 6 and 7 and 8. He may not be able to recover from this. He was hit with a shot, and it was one of those delayed reactions where the brain just crashes into the skull, and that shows the power of Roy Jones Jr. as Trinidad went down with a shot that took him to the canvas, and his legs aren't totally back. And Roy knows he's got him hurt, and Roy would like to finish him off right now. And in this thing, the uppercut, right hand. Tito's in trouble. His legs aren't there, and he has absolutely no power, and Roy knows it. Roy bends over trying to land the right hand. Tito is actually almost defenseless right now. Digging body shot. His punches just don't have any significant power. So Tito Trinidad has felt the power of Roy Jones Jr. Hence the supreme confidence of Roy Jones. So if the fight were close after 6, it's not close anymore. There's a lot of time here that Jones can catch him with another shot. And you get the idea and the look in the eyes of Roy Jones that he can finish this thing anytime he wants. Tito's got the bounce back in his legs, but his punches don't have any sting. Right hand caught Tito again. There's a powerful right hand of the left temporal bone of Tito Trinidad. With 12 seconds to go in the round, Roy continues to pour it on. Uppercuts. So Tito taking some serious damage here in the 7th round. That's the best round of the fight for Roy Jones Jr. Certainly the most definitive round. Did he let him off the hook? I don't know. The big question is he can seemingly do whatever he wants anytime he wants.
I got it. Do something, Al. Overhand right. Overhand right. Good work, boy. He moved it to his left. He moved, keep right, a little bit more. Okay?
Can you ask him to lift his right glove? Okay.
Vamos, Tito. Vamos.
Mano alta, Tito. ¿Está bien? Yo voy a estar pendiente de todo.
Ya, derecha, Tito, arriba la cabeza.
All right, watch this shot now. There it is, a right hand right on the temporal bone, and then it's one of those delayed shots where the brain crosses the skull, and there's the knockdown. This will show it better. Boom, right there, and boom, the legs go. And he was really staggering too. This happened right in front of where I'm sitting. To look into his eyes, I was questioning whether he'd eventually be able to get up. So again, to this point in the fight, considerable difference in the power, and that's the reason why the odds makers had Jones a prohibitive favorite in this fight. Tito Trinidad doesn't appear that he can handle it at 170 pounds.
Please, Mickey.
Roy Jones Jr. looks so much stronger. And even though, the fight was real close through 6 rounds, and it's still, for that matter, close, but Tito just doesn't appear to have the power to hurt Jones at all. And Jones knows it. He's fighting that way. Now it looks like he's in a second gear that he wants to turn it up a notch and finish this thing off as he snaps the head back at Tito with a couple of good jabs. And also, Jones has done a nice job in defending himself, and that Tito Trinidad hasn't been able to hit him with a really good left hook upstairs. I mean, this is Tito Trinidad. It's a rusty Tito Trinidad, maybe after a 2.5-year layoff.
Watch your head.
But certainly Jones looks better than he did against Hanshaw and against Prince Badi Ajamu. And those were his last 2 12-round victories. Everything on the gloves taken by Roy Jones. Roy takes a deep breath, goes with that right hand again. That's been the power shot. That was been the shot that dropped Tito Trinidad in the last round. And now Tito is fighting, in a lot of ways it reminds me of the Winky Wright fight, in that perhaps Jones watched the Winky Wright fight defensively, and that he's got his hands up there and just catching everything that Tito throws upstairs, because this is the way Winky defended against him. But Jones much more aggressive here, offensive-minded now, and this is the 8th round after dropping Tito in the 7th. Totally outboxing Tito Trinidad. He's outboxing him, and he's landing shots like that. Tito has a look on his face like the mouse with a big cat sitting in front of him. And Roy looks like the Cheshire Cat as he digs to the body. This Tito throwing everything he's got. It's like a gnat on the back of an elephant. I mean, his punches just don't seem to have any power at all. And this is a guy, you know, who's fighting at 147, was wasting guys with power shots. There's Jones loading up power now with about 12 seconds to go in this round. Closing seconds of the 8th round. And that's just a round where Tito did everything he could do, but all of these taken in the gloves by Roy Jones. That's another round for Jones Jr. So Jones, in my score sheet, at least 3 points out in front in this fight right now.
Looking like a champ. Looking like a champ. How you feeling?
Good, baby.
All right. Way to go. Way to go. You're walking him down. Try to keep them punches in front of you. Try to keep them punches in front of you. Just don't walk in. Walk in behind your shots. Now everything else working fine. Still circling him a little bit. I'd like you to get to your right a little bit more.
My hook body, what you doing? My hook head, hook body. Is he dropping down the catch hook?
Yeah, he moving to the left.
No, that's not what we're doing. When I said, when I hook head, hook body, what is he doing? Hook head, hook body, he trying to hook back. He blocking the hook too, right?
Yeah.
He putting his hand down?
Yeah. Nice job, man.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Listen to this, analyzing it, man.
All right, seconds out.
When they talked about the body shots of Roy Jones, he's got terrific body shots. Remember the shot against the ribs of Virgil Hill in that fight years ago? I mean, in spite of the fact he's 39 years of age, he still has it in his arsenal.
Pepsi, wipe the corner.
All right, here we go. Round number 9, scheduled for 12. Roy Jones Jr., in my opinion, clearly out in front of this fight, having had Tito Trinidad in what was apparently a seesaw battle through the 6th round. But even through the 6th round, you got the idea that Jones's power was much more than Tito Trinidad. Tito throwing a lot of punches in the rounds that he won were an accumulation of punches, but the accumulation of the punches is not getting the job done for Tito Trinidad, in my opinion. Jones has the power, and he's a smart guy in the ring. I mean, you hear him discussing with his coach, Alton Murchison, exactly what Tito Trinidad is doing and how he can counter it. 2 right-hand leads that time. Tito victimized by the right hand back in the 7th round when he got hit and the delayed reaction took him off his feet. A real solid right hand to the temporal area. Trinidad in his early career is a guy that was knocked down a few times in his career, and used to say once Tito got knocked down, look out, now you're in trouble. The problem is against Roy Jones, even though he's looking pretty good right now, the punches just don't seem to have the power. And look at Roy. He almost took Tito off his feet with the left hook. Tito continues to back off. He plants the feet. Continues to back. Jones stalking him. Looking to land another right hand upstairs. Roy with that tight, winky right type defense with his hands up there that caused Tito all kinds of problems in his last fight against Winky. Roy just filled with confidence. You got to remember one thing, he is 39 years of age, and will he wilt in the next round or so? If he doesn't wilt soon, it's going to be too late. he's doing a nice job of keeping the pressure on Tito Trinidad. Roy Jones clips him with a pretty solid left hand that time. Tito landing shots, but they're all in the gloves are partially blocked by Roy Jones. Roy comes to the uppercut that time, taking it to the chin, but it missed. Hard body shots by Roy now, closing seconds of the 9th round. And Roy catches him again on the bell ends the 9th round. Another Roy Jones round. Tito just, the lack of power is considerable in the difference in this fight.
Vamos a trabajar un poquito, vamos a trabajar un poquito.
¿Cómo estamos de aire, tío? Sí. Estamos bien. Camínalo para lado y lado. Vamos. Con ese jab para adelante. Con el jab para adelante y la recta después. Golpe recto. Está pegando bien el cuerpo. Está bien. Yo sé que te está llegando con una mano. La pelea va ahí. Se puso pareja cuando te tumbó. Cuando te tumbó.
It's his dad, Felix Trinidad Sr., and if he feels at any stage that Tito's got no shot in this fight, he'll stop the fight. He won't let Tito take a lot of damage. And it's getting to the point now where Tito's going to need a knockout. It leads a knockdown to even get back in the fight. Here we go, round number 10. I got it 87-83, going to the 10th round in favor of Roy Jones Jr. The difference in the fight, the considerable power that Jones possesses over Trinidad. Stiff jab again. Right now, Trinidad has got to get something going. See, Roy pot shots him again with the power. Minute gone. Jones kind of holding his energy back here in round number 10. Trying to set the trap, looks away from Tito, tries to draw him in. Jones has done this throughout his career. Trinidad actually now is outboxing Roy at this stage, but again, Roy possesses the power, so if Trinidad doesn't land some shots, he's not going to win the round. And now Tito, again, the crowd is into it, but those shots are partially blocked. All those shots are blocked by Jones, and Jones knows it. And there's a straight right hand, so all the stuff that Tito did negated immediately by 2 straight right hands by Roy Jones Jr., in my opinion. There's more damage done on those 2 right hands than everything that Jones, rather than Trinidad has done throughout the course of the 10th round. Invites him in. Jones has that look in his face that if you fight him, you just like a smack. Roy, we're great on the nerves if you're fighting him. And that's part of his strategy. But I don't think that's the serious thing tonight. I think the serious difference is the power that Jones possesses over Trinidad. And that was the big story going into the fight. You know, they talked about the 2.5-year layoff. They talked about that being offset by the fact that Roy was 39. And while he had wins over Hanshaw and Jammu, you know, they weren't real impressive wins, but this is an impressive performance he's putting on tonight. And down goes Trinidad again. That was kind of a flash knockdown. They take the standing 8 count, but that's the second time he's been down in the fight. Now he's really totally out as far as the scoring is concerned, to my way of thinking. Uppercut inside. So the bell ends the 10th round, and Trinidad goes down again. And that was a flash knockdown, when the 7th round was a serious knockdown. But it puts Trinidad way behind the score sheet as far as I'm concerned, by 4 or 5 points anyway.
Tito, estuviera ganando la pelea.
Let's watch this now. There's Tito coming in, straight left hand, and boom, the right hand again. But it was the left hand, the power of the left hand that got Trinidad off balance. Watch, his knees are almost before him, and then the right hand just had him off balance, and down he went. And see, the power got him off balance and got almost his left foot outstretched in front of him, so he was off balance. So light, the followed up shot was able to do the damage. There's Roy's twin sons, and they're pretty excited. Roy Jones Jr. twin sons. They come to all his fights. All right, here we go to the 11th round. And now it would take a knockout for Trinidad to win the fight. It would be virtually impossible for Tito to win this fight right now because he hasn't shown the power to even shift Jones throughout the course of this fight. And for Roy Jones Jr. now, it's just 6 minutes of pure luxury of being in there with a guy that's going to the Hall of Fame in Tito Trinidad. And virtually no chance does Trinidad get to win this fight. Roy just in a defensive posture right now. Now he goes offensive minded. And anytime he goes offense, you get an idea he can open up and stop this guy. Had him down hard in the 7th round and then that flash knockdown that you saw in the 10th. The uppercut. But at least 6 points difference on the score sheets now. Judges Tommy Kazmarek, he and I are usually right in line. Julie Letterman, she and I are usually right in line. Nelson Vasquez and I are pretty close. Vasquez may give a close round to Trinidad, but the rounds that Jones has won, I don't think have been close. I think he's won them convincingly with his power. There were a few closer rounds in the early part of the fight. And I explained to you at the given time why I thought each individual got the points. Tito tries to work hard downstairs, but again, you know, for all the punching he's doing, there's just no power there, and that's the difference in the fight. Professional boxing is about hurting your opponent. And Tito can't hurt Jones, and Jones knows it. I mean, Tito's having a terrific boxing round. A lot of the stuff is partially blocked, and you know, as soon as I say that, 2 stiff jabs by Roy Jones, another stiff jab, and this softens him up. Where that shot come from? Round number 11. Tito backing off on his heels. There are these hard shots by Roy again. I mean, his left hook spun the head of Tito Trinidad. So for all the nice boxing that Tito's done in this round, I can't give this round to Trinidad. Maybe some of the judges will, but it's academic anyway, because without knocking this guy down and knocking him out, he can't win the fight. Look at this. Power shots again. Damaging power shots. And that's what professional boxing is about. Floyd Mayweather might disagree with that. Jones just continues to have a field day. I get it scored 107 to 100 going to the 12th round.
Usted es un bravo aquí, ¿me entiende? Vamos a demostrarle que usted es un general, ¿me entiende? Vamos a caminar ese ritmo, darle con ese jab y con esa recta. Vamos, y no se va a dejar dar más golpes en este asalto. ¿Está bien?
Kind of interesting to see what happens if Roy has the same confidence when he goes in with Elzagi and Hopkins. But he's not going to have such a distinct power advantage against either one of those two guys. And that's been the difference in this fight throughout. All smiles and laughter over in that corner. Why not? They've got this fight in the bag. All right, here we go, the 12th and final round. It hasn't disappointed Roy Jones Jr. fans. And for Roy, it will lead to, I'm sure, a shot at a really big payday after this one. Tito Trinidad, I don't know where he goes from here. Does he go into a retirement for yet a 3rd time, or does he continue to fight? But with this performance against Roy Jones Jr., it's clear that the light heavyweight division isn't the right division for Tito Trinidad. So he wouldn't have any trouble getting down to 68 to fight, but even that's 8 pounds heavier than he fought against Winky Wright, and he had little success in that fight. I didn't think he went around in that fight. In the early going, the fight was real interesting for a while as Tito won the first couple of rounds, and Jones came back and began to impose his will on Tito Trinidad. And it was fairly close right up through 6, and then when Tito got knocked down in the 7th round, it was clear to me and it was clear to Roy Jones that he could probably drop this guy anytime he wanted to. He hasn't been able to do it at will, because after all, Tito Trinidad, he's a Hall of Fame fighter himself, and he's battling right to the bell. But Roy is like cruising through this first half of this 12th round, 12th and final round. And there's the left hook, and every time that Roy lands a punch, you see the head snap at Tito Trinidad. It's amazing he hasn't been knocked out in this fight. And at 19 seconds to go in the fight, Jones would like to take him out right now. He saved himself for the last minute of the fight. But none of these punches that Tito Trinidad lands have any toll. There's the uppercut, left hand, backs Tito off, right hand. Now here's Roy trying to finish it with a knockout. Tito hangs in there pretty good. I think there's some sort of fatigue factor for Roy Jones too at 39 years of age. After all, we're in the final minute of a 12-round fight, and he is not out on his feet. This is a great athlete that he is. A definitive moment for Roy Jones Jr., whose career will live to fight another day. Tito Trinidad, it's up in the air as to what he might do. Powerful shots being thrown by Roy Jones. With 20 seconds to go, he still has aspirations of wanting to knock him out to finish the fight. 15 seconds to go. Tito taking a lot of head blows right now. Closing seconds of the fight. And this fight is all over. Here comes the bell to end it. The bell ends the fight. Now a terrific performance for Roy Jones Jr. And the difference in this fight was definitely the power. I eventually scored it 117-109. We'll hear the official scores in a moment. There's no question in my mind that Roy Jones Jr. has won this fight and won it convincingly.
I still got about 5 left.
I want to thank statisticians tonight, Mike the Greek Randolph, Tammy Kotel, and Nobu Ikoshima for all their effort. Here's the round 7 knockdown. That was the delayed shot where he got hit by the right hand, and I explained how that happens. And then in round 10, the second knockdown, again, kind of off balance coming in, getting hit with a jab, and then the right hand behind it took him off his feet. But that second knockdown just ended the scoring of the fight. Tonight's transmission provided by Strategic Television. We thank Jason Land, Matt Bridges, and their staff for the great work always.
Now we're going to go to Wales. So we take our show over the road. But
Roy hasn't stopped talking all night. He talked during the fight. Dave, have you got enough voice left to say what you're thinking at the end of this fight? No, he can't do it. Well, Dave Bontempo struggled in the early going, and we appreciate his help in the early part, and the voice just died on him. And that happens from time to time.
I told you that, by the way. What's up, Kenneth? What's up, man? What the deal? Hey, man. He took a lot of shit. He took a lot of
Still get the smile on that baby face. He's still a hero down in Puerto Rico.
There you go. You look good. Right. Good job. Good strong. Great fight. Fast. Very fast.
You do, Roy.
Thank you.
What's that weight fight? So for Roy Jones Jr., when he gets this decision and it becomes official, Calzaghe, Hopkins, in the future for him, we'll find out what it's all about. For Tito Trinidad, we won't find out tonight what his future is. But there's one thing for sure, he doesn't appear to be able to compete at 170, 175 pounds with the power of a legitimate 175 pounder, in spite of the fact Tito probably walks around the streets at 180 to 190. So again, it was a real interesting fight for 6 rounds, and then with the knockdown. Well, let's make it official now with Michael Buffer, who's standing by to give us the official decision.
Go to the scorecards. Tommy Kazmarek, 116-110. Julie Letterman, 117-109. Nelson Vasquez, 116-110. All to the winner by unanimous decision. He turned back the clock tonight. Roy Jones Jr.
So very little suspense as Roy Jones Jr. record goes. Up by a big win, 52-4 with 38 knockouts. Tommy Kazmarek 116-110 as Nelson Vasquez had it 116-110. And Julie Letterman had it exactly the same way as I had the fight, 117-109. We're not going to be able to drop in and interview the fighters because of the time constraints here. But again, we can tell you that Roy Jones has talked about fighting either Bernard Hopkins or going over to Wales to fight Joe Calzaghe, and either one of those would be just huge paydays for him, and that's what he's looking forward to, and perhaps garnering another title. Besides the fight that you just saw, if for any reason you didn't get with us from the get-go, show opened with a 12-round unanimous decision victory of Devin Alexander had a tremendous victory over DeMarcus Corley. As a matter of fact, his victory was so sensational that we expect to see him back in King Vision very, very shortly. A terrific fight. And then Alex Bunema had a 10th round knockout victory here over Roman Kamazan. And Andrew Galata with his unanimous decision victory over Mike Mono. This is Roy Jones Jr. doing what he did so well throughout the course of the evening against Felix Tito Trinidad. He just totally controlled the fight, and in the 7th round with that knockdown there, we thought that might have been curtains for Tito Trinidad at that stage, but as it worked out, eventually the power of Roy Jones Jr. was the difference in the fight. And when it was all said and done, all 3 judges, Kazmarek, Letterman, and Vasquez, all agreed with Dave Bontempo and myself that this man, Roy Jones Jr., was the unanimous decision victorious fighter. And the other fight in the heavyweight division, it was a unanimous decision victory for Andrew Galata over Mike Molo in a real crowd-pleasing fight, but Galata's power proved to be too much for Mike Molo. So again, in our main event of the evening, Roy Jones Jr., a unanimous decision victory over Felix Tito Trinidad. Where Trinidad's career goes, we don't know. Roy Jones will go on to fight another day. For our executive producer and director, Frank Belmont, and our producer, Jason Beidel, and for our statisticians, Mike the Greek Randolph, Temi Kotel, and Nobu Ikashima, and our transmission guys, Jason Land and Matt Bridges. From Strategic Television, we thank you one and all for your great efforts tonight. For Dave Bontempo and our entire staff at Belmonte Productions and King Vision, we remind you that we've got another big fight coming up on the 8th of March. It's for the heavyweight championship of the world. Oleg Muskiev and Sam Peters will do battle. We want to thank you for joining us tonight. For Dave Bontempo and our entire staff at Belmonte Productions and Don King Productions, I'm the Colonel Bob Sheridan saying so long, everybody. Good night from New York.